Hey guys, Jersey Joe here. I'm going to take you on another ride through the outdoors here in Daytona Beach, Volusia County, Florida. Just got done doing a little bit of fishing. Caught me a gaff topsail cat, about 22 inches, and a bluefish, I believe it was like 17 inches. Not too bad. I was out there for a couple hours, right at the Sunset Park North, I believe it is, at the end of LPGA. We're coming down the other end of LPGA right now, getting ready to cross over Route 95. This will be exit 265, the Daytona Beach exit, if you're on 95. And you're going to head west. Once you get off, we're going to take you through Tiger Bay State Forest. There's several areas that I like to go back here. It's basically just, trail riding. It's not really trails. I mean, they have fairly established roads. They take pretty good care of them. Sometimes they're a little rutted out, but not too bad. And we've seen everything back here from deer, bear, coyotes, gators. A lot of signs of gators, but every once in a while we see them. This is actually Tiger Bay State Forest right here. We're getting ready to pass the office. Just some, maintenance buildings and things like that here on the right. And then we're going to go in the first entrance up here on the right. When you turn in here, there is what's known as the Perishing Highway. It's actually an old cobblestone road that used to connect, I believe it was Deltona to Daytona Beach, Florida. And then they put in all the new roads here, ISB and whatnot. And since they did that, now it's part of the state park. Alright, we're rolling up on this marshy area on the side here. This is where I find frogs, some gators. I actually found a whole nest of baby gators last year. See what's out here this time. Alright, well, as I said, I have found gators here before. There's frogs everywhere. There's fish. You can see the little fish and the frogs and everything moving around in here in the puddles. Hopefully we'll find some gators this time. A lot of these little frogs are what's known as peepers, and at nighttime when the sun starts going down, they all start chirping at the same time, and it gets so loud you wouldn't even be able to hear me talking. But thank God during the day they're not so noisy. You can see here through the marsh where gators have come across is what's known as gator slides. Basically a trail where the alligators switch from pond to pond. Don't see any gators today, but you can see here, right here, that's where the gators go through when they switch from pond to pond. Frogs everywhere. Sometimes I come here just for fun and see how many of the little frogs I can catch. Always make sure I let them go though. See, there's another slide. It's
trail where gators have come through. You can see them there. Don't see any gators today though. Alright, I'm gonna keep looking around. So as I said, these are gator slide trails, and if you come across the street here, you can see where they went back in. There's one there, and there's one there, and this is all swampy here, and they're probably in there. They could be in there right now. They're just experts at hiding. There's so many places to hide.
Alright, well, aside from those few frogs and a water snake that I wasn't even able to get on camera, there's really not too much going on. Like I said, saw a lot of signs of gators, but didn't actually see any gators. Didn't see any deer or bear, so I'm headed back out. We're going to cross over ISB, International Speedway Boulevard, and go into another entrance, another section of the park, which is on the other side. So, yeah, let's go take a look over there and see what we got. At least there's a lake, and there's a lot more water and canals and whatnot over there. Alright, this section's called the Woody Tract in Tiger Bay State Forest. There's a beautiful lake back here. Some pretty nice fishing. Seen some pretty big bass in there. Right over here to the left. A lot of people come back here fishing. Good luck finding the spot along the lake on the weekends. Past one little spot where you can pull in. And there's a little spot up here as well where there's parking. You do have to be careful if you don't have four-wheel drive. You could easily get stuck back here. Big old chicken hawk in the road. Little picnic table. Oh, there's even a grill. I never noticed there was a grill here. Do not want to pull in this little hole right here because it is all mudded up. Alright, let's get out and take a look at the lake.
Alright, anybody that's ever done any bass fishing, especially in Florida, can tell you that there is no doubt whatsoever that there are big bass in here. Big bass, probably 10-pound bass. Largemouths. Alright, we'll move on to the next spot, but that's the main lake.
deer. Pause for me just in time to get the camera on.
So I'm right near the exit and I came across this muddy puddle and there was little mud turtles everywhere, and I got my hands on this guy right here. I just put him back in and there he goes back down into the mud to hide. He's burying himself down to get away from me. There was 3 or 4 of them. They all jumped in and dug down in the mud.
Alright, we left Woody Tract and we are headed back down toward where the office is. The main office section is over here on the left, and pretty much right across from it is this section right here, which is Duke's Island Road, another section of Tiger Bay State Forest. Once again, it's a day use only area. You cannot come in here after dusk. You must sign in, so we're going to do that.
So as you're coming through this section here, almost all the way through here, all along the side of the road, are these little canals. And if you stop and you look around enough, I can guarantee you will see some kind of wildlife in here. Snakes, frogs, alligators.
Some sections of the road back here are a little bit torn up, but for the most part, this one's not too bad.
Not too far before you reach the end of the road where you have to turn around, you come across this little bridge right here. Rattlesnake Pond Trail, huh? Pretty neat back here. It gets pretty thick though. A couple more spots where you can fish and check out the lake. But I'm gonna head back to the car.
Eventually you come to this dead end back here. You really can't go any further. But there's this little pier right here where you can go fishing. And once again, look for wildlife. I have fished back here, but I have never caught anything. But I only fished on a bad day for about 45 minutes. So let's see what we got out here today.
Here's that big old gator. He disappeared for a second. I had to go get the tripod. But you can see he's way out in the middle of the lake. That was awesome.
That's just a microscopic part of Tiger Bay State Forest. We're gonna head out now, get ready to head home. Probably do a little bit more fishing tonight. But if you're ever down in Daytona area, Volusia County, Daytona 500, bike week, spring break, just a vacation, whatever, check out Tiger Bay State Park. Miles and miles and miles of trails you gotta check out. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share. Also subscribe. We're going to be putting videos up. I do this several days a week. I'm out about different areas, you know, checking things out, adventuring, walking in the woods, fishing, doing all kinds of crazy stuff outside. So whenever I can, I'll bring you guys along.